Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and look into what changes can you expect moving forward. So if that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? So let's go ahead and just jump right into this because we have a lot of things that we're going to be doing. I'm going to pull an animal message for you guys because I feel very compelled. But we're also going to get some numbers for you. And these numbers could be something that is already significant or will show up to basically confirm this reading. Also, I spent the better part of my Sunday creating channeled messages. And there's a crap ton of them. And they cover various topics. Love, spirituality, life, good stuff, bad stuff. I mean, like, just little sayings, little words. They're meant to be like confirmations. And they're meant to be very personal for you guys, okay? So, like, maybe they won't connect to the reading at all. But it's like a confirmation for you. And we will pull these at the end of the reading, okay? So, yeah. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this, guys. All right. First of all, for your intuitive message, we have The Feather that came out. And I heard that song from, I don't know if it's Outkast or when it was, they kind of did their own albums in the speaker box, but it's, I like the way you move. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So there could be something here where you like the way they move, Gemini, or somebody likes the way you move, or maybe Spirit's like, I like the way you move. Because the feather talks about signs, the spiritual signs, and Spirit could be like, I like this. I like how you're moving, or I like the way you're doing this, handling something, choosing to direct your energy or whatever. I feel like Spirit's very impressed with somebody here. I also get this energy of what's changing could be the signs are changing. There could be a sign of changing times. I'm hearing we're living in strange times, so take that as it resonates. But it does feel like there could be a change in how you perceive signs, how you get signs. The way that Spirit speaks to you could change. Maybe you are the type of person that gets a lot of signs from nature, and maybe you're going to be getting a lot more signs from technology now, or vice versa, right? Maybe you're somebody who gets a lot of angel numbers, and suddenly now it's going to be music. It just feels like there's a change in how you are receiving the downloads or spiritual messages that are coming through, okay? Also, I feel like a change that's coming is some of you guys are going to be more dedicated or more reliable when it comes to something. Whether this is your job or whether this is a situation, maybe it's a connection, maybe it's a family situation, maybe it's yourself, maybe it's personal goals that you set for yourself. Like, I wanted to get in this kind of shape by this time, or I want to change my eating habits, or I want to stop smoking, I want to stop drinking, I want to stop, whatever these bad habits you might have are that you kind of fall back on. There could be something here where you're trying to discipline yourself, because there's a card in the tea leaf that's the feather, and it says an undependable and insincere person. And so it kind of always makes me think about that when I see the feather, but this doesn't have to be that. The feather for me mainly is talking about spiritual signs and synchronicities and things like that. Maybe a change is that you're going to start paying attention to them. Maybe you didn't really put much stock in this. Not everybody who watches me is uber spiritual. So maybe there was something here where it's like, I like to dibble dabble a little bit in tarot, but I like to keep my feet firmly on the ground, right? Like, we're not going to get carried away here. But maybe some of you guys can't deny the signs anymore. You can't deny the synchronicities or the connectedness of everything, right? It's like suddenly it's all making sense. That's kind of what I'm getting. You could also start finding a lot more feathers. Like, I'm getting somebody finding a feather in their car or on their car, and you're like, how the heck did this get here? I mean, on the car makes sense, but it feels like it's in the car too for somebody. Or like at your doorstep, or maybe by your mailbox, or in your mailbox there's a feather. It feels like some of you guys might find a feather in an odd place. That's for somebody here, okay? Some of you guys might also find like a 20 or a dollar bill or shit, okay? Something, maybe a $50 bill, maybe a $100 bill. It feels like you might find like some money on the ground, and it's not like, I know I said $1, but it could be $1 for some of you guys, but it feels like for others of you, this could be a nice little, it's nice. It buys you lunch or something, Maybe somebody is going to buy you lunch. Maybe somebody's going to do one of those pay it forward things for you, okay? I'm also getting the energy of like sipping tea, sipping coffee, sitting by the window, looking out the window, deep in reflection. Maybe some of you guys are going to be picking up reading or picking up a new hobby. Maybe you're taking some courses or some classes, some seminars. Some of you guys could be into listening to podcasts while you clean or you cook. Okay, I'm getting using more spices or more flavorings for your food too, especially for those of you who are trying to eat healthier. Like healthy doesn't have to be bland, you know. Most spices and herbs are calorie free or don't really, you know, low in cholesterol, low in sugar, whatever it is that your specific diet needs are. So you can flavor your food. Unless you have IBS or you have reflux, then you're going to have to kind of work around that, but you can still flavor your food. So there's something there with that. Let's get some numbers for you. Again, these could be significant already or it could show up. We have 12. 12 reduces to 3. 3 makes me think of the Empress. It makes me think of manifestation. Some of you guys will be manifesting. We have 15. Reducing to 6. Shout out to my Geminis. We have 11. 11 is a master number. I'm pretty sure it's also my number for Spirit. So, yeah, Spirit could be talking to you with the feathers. And last one, 11 again. 11, 11. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. All right, let's get some animal messages. Well, one animal message for you. A change coming in for Gemini Spirit. What changes can Gemini expect moving forward, please? We have the bat. Ooh, we're letting go. We're letting go and we're releasing something. Or we're not going to hold ourselves back anymore, right? And with this octopus energy, there could have been something, it could be possibly from your past. It could be something that happened a long time ago, or it could be very recently. Take it as it resonates, right? But either way, with the octopus, it makes me feel like we've been grasping on to something, or grasping on to hope when it comes to something, or wanting to change circumstances, wanting to change something, and we can't change the past. The bat is beckoning you to move forward because there's a new dawn, there's a new day, there's new opportunities that are approaching for you. In fact, your intuition is really telling you about this. You could have some kind of release during the next significant moon phase, but this moon phase could be significant to you. For me, the significant moon phases are either the new moon or the full moon, but it's, you know, take it as it resonates. Maybe the waning gibbous or something is significant to you. So during that moon phase, you would have something significant happen. I think the new moon is tomorrow at the time of this filming, the 21st, which is also my mom's birthday, which is so nice. So there could be something that's happening here. There's a release, or there's a realignment of your energy. A rebirth is coming through. I'm feeling that so significantly with the bat. It's funny too, because I just saw a little reel on YouTube the other day about the cutest bat, y'all. This was like the cutest thing I ever saw in my life, okay? So cute. And he was eating a little banana. Oh my God, he was so adorable. He looked like a dang like little dog with wings. I was like, why are you so cute, you know? Anyways, maybe you're going to see a bat. Maybe bats are significant, but I don't know. Maybe bat is one of your animal totems, okay? Maybe you like Batman. All right, let's see. Let's get to the air. I'm going to find this. It's probably going to be one of the first ones because I started from the back, and that's just how it works for me always. Okay, so the bat. It says, darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses of underlying forces that can cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Oh, nice. Okay. I prefer sunsets, but hey, you take it as it resonates. Maybe some of you guys need to watch a sunrise, or you're going to see a beautiful sunrise or sunset or something like that. Actually, yesterday we had a beautiful sunset that was like the most vibrant orange color I'd ever seen in my life. It was like being on a different planet, and I loved it, okay? But yeah, I feel like there is something here about you accepting the end of something, accepting that something just isn't, and it can't be for whatever reason. And maybe you are, because I know how us Geminis be. When we lack clarity, when we don't have the answers, when we don't understand why, or we feel like there's been misunderstandings, or we just want to, you know, clear the air or express ourselves, it's like it can really keep us stuck, you know, ruminating, reminiscing, wishing that we could change things. But sometimes we can't. You know, and especially when you're dealing with another person, it really is up to them. Everybody has free will. Everybody has to make their own choices. And it's not up to you to really understand why people choose sometimes to do the things that they do, Gemini. We just have to accept it, and we have to put that love and that energy that we were wanting to give maybe to them or maybe to a situation, we have to give it to ourselves. When your love or your energy or your time, your effort, your vulnerability, when these things are rejected from people or the outside world, you have to turn it around. You have to give it to yourself, because that's where it's meant to go, right? And I feel like some of you guys are understanding that lesson. You could have went through like a cocoon period, or there could have been a dark night of the soul with the bat energy for sure. I love how the bat's wings are red with this black and white that's on this card, because the red represents the root chakra. And so this could be something where maybe this has been something around the expectations you have for your stability or your foundation, your personal power. Maybe some of you guys have been trying to make something at work or make something work at work, or you've been overly fixated on your career or on your foundational energy, because maybe you feel like once I get here, I'll feel like this, right? It could be with anything though. It could be with a person. Like once I have this conversation, or once I see them, or once I get with them or whatever, I'll feel like this. But really that's an illusion, right? Because we have to feel like this in order to actually get there, right? You have to feel successful to be successful. You have to love yourself to receive love from others. And so there could be something like this happening. The Bat card is showing up to signify that it's the end of the chapter. It's a closing of a door. But just like death, you know, it's a door that opens up to a new beginning. Death is but a door, right? Heavy Scorpio energy. So a lot of you guys will be processing this during Scorpio season, which we're moving into like within the next 2-3 days. We're going to be in Scorpio season. So, you know, Scorpio season for me, and for a lot of people, talks about the subconscious. It talks about things kind of coming up to the surface. Maybe there's some subconscious things that you're going to be healing here in Scorpio season. Okay. And these things, it's like, you gotta heal it, you gotta feel it to heal it. And some of these things could be heavy, or it could be painful. It's uncomfortable, right? To look at these things or to feel these things, to accept some of these things. But it's going to be for the betterment of your entire situation, your entire life, your entire journey, right? There's a new chapter that is really wanting to open up for you, Gemini. Some of you guys could be looking at something that was lost, or something that didn't work out, or something that's frustrating you, not realizing that there's actually something that could even be better suited for you, or more tailor-made for you here up on your path. You just can't see it yet. It's like it's just around the river bend, or just around the corner. And when you get there, you're going to be like, oh, wow. You know, I understand now. I'm getting goosebumps too. So that's got to be significant. It feels like you're going to be like, oh, wow. I'm actually, dare I say, happy that this didn't work out. Dare I say, happy that I chose to do the healing work and let go, right? And I'm hearing we'll meet again. So for some of you guys, this isn't goodbye. It's just see you later, especially if you're dealing with a certain soul or something like that. There could be a soul connection. You guys find each other most lifetimes. You'll see this person again. Maybe not this lifetime. Maybe it will be this lifetime. Point is, we can't wait. Time waits for nobody, right? We have to kind of move on and keep it going, okay? So there is something there with that. Very powerful message. So let's see. Get into this and see what changes are happening next for you, Gemini. Let's get some more messages out here. What changes are happening for my Gemini gang next, Spirit? This is just so cute. I'm sorry, guys. I just love his little body. Like, he's so round and plump. I'm just like, you're so cute. Anyways, what changes are happening next for Gemini gang? I swear it's one of my most favorite decks. I love her illustrations. Okay, we have the Beetle, which is an amazing card to come out. It says, didn't we just get the Beetle too in a most recent reading? I can't remember because I do so many readings. I try to let that shit go after I film it. But Egyptian culture, ancestor blessings, good fortune, and something incredible happens. So yeah, I feel like you're going into a very auspicious period here, Gemini, which is why Spirit's like, hey, look, I know. You might be sad. You might be disappointed. You might feel like you got, bamboozled in certain ways, okay? But you're actually heading into a really prosperous period. There actually is a lot of abundance and a lot of good things that are ahead for you. You have to stop dwelling on the past or let go of whatever this was, right? Which I know, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. We already know. Okay. Something good is about to happen though. There could be some good ancestor blessings that are going to come in. Maybe you guys are going to see a beetle as a sign. Okay, or a synchronicity that this message is for you, but you have some good fortune coming. Some of you guys are going to see an increase in your finances, or you are going to be reaching new financial levels that you never expected to reach. Your business could be popping off. There could be more stuff happening at work, more opportunity for growth or leadership at work. I'm getting some of you guys could be getting a new house, a new car, getting to put money in the bank. It just feels like there's something good that's happening. There could also be something that it's like it's luck, or it feels fated. Because they're showing me this thing that I had watched on YouTube the other day where this guy's dog kept going into the forest and he kept bringing back these rocks that smelled like iron. And the guy was like starting to worry because he's like, why does my dog keep going into the woods and like bringing back these rocks? Like, what is this? And they look different than all the other rocks around him. So he went and took him to like a geologist or whatever. And it turns out they were meteorites that had like a precious freaking metal inside of them. I swear that dog be getting a ribeye every damn night for dinner. But it was funny because it was like then all of a sudden overnight his land got turned into an excavation, if I'm saying that correctly, site that was like worth multi-millions. Like they paid him multiple millions of dollars to be able to dig on his land. Not even to have his land, just to dig on it. Okay? And so it's like his life changed overnight. That could be something that could be taking place for somebody. Clearly not everybody, guys. I don't want to feed delusions and shit like that. But for somebody here, yeah, there could be something where it's like something happens and it changes everything for the better. And it's like, holy crap, I would have never expected this, right? Yeah, with the purse, pay attention to your finances. Some of you guys could have been pitching pennies and you're going to be getting a lot of, financial gain. They're giving me the energy of J.K. Rowling's, which is not the greatest human being, but it's okay. We like her Harry Potter books. But they're giving me what she had, a story that she had said, which was that basically when she was finishing writing Harry Potter, she was so broke that she was writing it on like a napkin at a diner. Okay, like that's how broke she was. Like, girl couldn't even afford like paper. Okay, and I don't know how true that is or what, because paper is not that expensive. You can go get like a 99-cent notebook from the dollar store, but I don't know, right? I don't know her life. But she was writing the end of it on a napkin at a diner. And she literally had zero money. She had nothing. Okay. And now she's like, what, a billionaire or some crap like that. But that's what they're saying. Like, they're giving me that energy. And one of the quotes that she has, which I really like this quote, is rock bottom was a firm foundation to build my life off of. Okay. I'm paraphrasing there, but that's what I'm getting, guys. Let's move on. I feel like that was long, fucking winded, bro. Anyways, let's move on. What do we have that's changing for Gemini gang next, please? What is changing for Gemini gang next? We have the Axe, forces working against you, behind the scenes interference, and bad karma. So for some of you guys, maybe you have been paying back some karma. Karma is not necessarily like a punishment, right? It's just a rebalancing of the energetic scales here. What you put out, you receive back. And this can be in many ways. It can be in many things that you do, maybe in this life, maybe in past lives, right? Some of you guys could be picking up the karma for your ancestors. I've been there. Okay, I know how that feels. So there's definitely this energy sometimes where it's like we can feel like it's one thing after another. And it's so crazy how the sun just came out, because that's literally what I was about to say is I feel like you've been in a dark period with this bat and the sun is about to come out. Also, there could have been some behind the scenes interference. Somebody who's been trying to work against you. Somebody who's been trying to put an axe to whatever it is that you're working on or to your destiny. There could be like a destiny thief or somebody who wants to switch destinies with you, or somebody who wants to take an opportunity. They want to ruin something for you. They want, basically, I'm hearing they want dark times to fall on your valley. I don't know where the hell that's from or what that means, but it's significant for somebody. And what Spirit is saying here is that you are divinely protected. Okay? It says, Spirit has your back. Ancestors, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Someone will show you support, protected, and financial aid. So yeah, somebody who has been trying to do something behind the scenes, and you might not even be aware of this. This is not for everybody. If you're like, there's no way, nobody's putting no witchcraft on me, then okay, this isn't for you. But for somebody, it could be the heebie-jeebies. And that's something I picked up in Patreon that's kind of crazy. So for that resonates for somebody then, for sure. Somebody has been definitely trying to do some energy work on you or something. I just get this energy of somebody who's been wanting to bring the axe down. They've been wanting to ruin some kind of foundation for you. Maybe somebody was trying to hurt you on purpose too. Like they knew what would get you. They knew what would hurt you. And they're like, well, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of happiness. Why should you have happiness when I feel like shit? Right? Why should you get to have joy and move on when I'm miserable? There could be something like that going on here. I feel like this person might suffer through some karma. But I don't know, right? And I don't care, honestly. We're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on us. What Spirit is saying is that you are protected. Some of you guys might have a walking stick or a cane. That could be significant. That could be confirmation. Okay. What else is changing? What's changing for Gemini gang moving forward here? We have the bow. You are highly thought of. Yeah, it's like something is increasing here. Something is increasing. Something is getting better. There's more recognition that's going to be available to you guys, okay? Especially in December. In December, we could see some kind of recognition hit its peak here, or hit a peak is the energy I'm getting. It's interesting too, because the bow, with this red bow that she has in her hair, it's really reminding me of that. Like, isn't that looking kind of similar here? So maybe Spirit is admiring you for the ability that you have to kind of, you know, hit the ground running is kind of the energy I'm getting. I feel like, because I don't know why, they're giving me a lot of visuals in this reading, but they're showing me somebody like getting like drop kicked out of a plane unexpectedly, and like they hit the ground rolling, and then they just like start running. It's like some Terminator shit or something. I don't know, but I feel like Spirit is very impressed with you. I get the energy of Spirit being very impressed with your tenacity, with your will, your power, your inner strength, your heart, the way that you deal with bad times or sorrows or problems in your life. Like, you don't really fall apart. And you might have been somebody that did in the past, but you've really grown into this wisdom. It's almost giving the energy of like a mountain. And we did see that with that feather energy. There could be a Sagittarius or a Capricorn that's significant. You could have those aspects in your chart. A Sagittarius or a Capricorn could find you to be hella fucking impressive. I feel like somebody is finding you impressive. There could be a collaboration. For some reason I'm hearing that song, row, row, row your boat gently up the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I don't know where that's coming from. I haven't heard that in a long time. Maybe that's what you guys have been doing. It's like, I'll just row my boat. I'll just sail away, right? I'll just keep it going. And then like somebody notices you and they're like, damn, I like the way they row their boat. I don't know, guys. Okay, that's coming through. Let's get some supporting messages here for Gemini for what's changing moving forward. Some supporting messages, please. Yeah, we have opportunity knocks. Card number 16. I can't remember the numbers, but maybe 16 was one of them. So that's a synchronicity right there. Okay. And the bee, yes, the bee could be very significant. And bees are hard workers, some of the hardest working things on this planet. And they create honey, right? They also help the planet in some kind of way, right? They make a big impact. So save the bees. But there is this energy here of maybe opportunity that's going to be coming, and you're going to need to have the strength to open this door. And you can't see this door, you can't see this opportunity if we're looking back, which is why I feel like you guys are being ushered to move forward, and you feel that within the depths of your soul, right? What else do we have here? What else do we have here for Gemini gang? Supporting messages for the changes that are going to be happening. We have Almost There with the Illusion that came out together. I'm going to keep that as one card. And then we have Nourish the Shadow, card number 33. So I do feel like you've been doing some shadow work here, guys. You know? And it's been uncomfortable, but it's not supposed to be comfortable. Shadow work is some of the hardest work to do, which is why a lot of people avoid it. You know, they don't want to see anything bad about themselves, or the bad things that they added and contributed to situations, and why their life is the way it is now. Like, it's much easier to avoid, dismiss, distract, deflect, all these things. But you've been looking at something head on, which could be why Spirit's like, I am impressed with you. Like, I am seriously impressed, you know, with your ability to just call your own bullshit out here and not, like, you know, try to act like you're perfect or try to act like you've never made a mistake or anything. Like, you are willing to point out your own flaws or the things that you've done that have caused you to have the outcomes that you have now. That's the first step to healing here. I feel like you guys have been doing that. You've been nourishing your shadow here. Almost There, card number 44 with the Illusion, card number 13. Okay, I can't remember the numbers at the beginning, but I think 13 was one of them too. I don't know though. You guys will definitely remember. When I'm channeling, it's like it's here and it's gone. It's here and it's gone. But yeah, what I'm getting from this combo here, Almost There with the Illusion, is you're almost free from some kind of illusion that you've been under, whether this is willingly, unwillingly, right? Also, you may have been under an illusion that something is never going to work out for you. Something is never going to happen. You know, you're always going to get this kind of result, or this is always going to be this kind of way, but this is not actually true with the Illusion. And so you're almost past the point of being caught up in this or being stuck on this or feeling like, you know, you're never going to get there, right? Whatever there is, okay? It's almost there. It's almost here. That's the change. Like, we're making progress, or we're going to actually see some kind of results here. Let's get one more supporting cards, please, for these changes that are happening for Gemini gang next. We have card number 27, Shake, Release, Heal, and Move On. Yes, and that is so the vibe, right? That is the vibe. We're moving on. You know, and even if you're not, like, let's just say you're with somebody and you guys have had like a disagreement. Doesn't mean you're leaving your relationship. It could just be that we're moving on past this. We don't want to dwell on the past anymore. Yes, we fucked up. Yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we did this. Yes, we did that. But life goes on. And if we're going to sit here and hold grudges and stay stuck, you know, on the things of the past, it's like, that's why we don't have any movement. That's why we can't create anything new. So there could be an energy here of that. Maybe you're going to be letting go of some kind of, you know, disagreement that you have with somebody. This could be family, friends, whatever. But for the majority of you, I just feel like you're releasing something. You're giving yourself the permission to let go, you know, because I'm getting somebody that's been holding on to like a rope, and the rope is like tangled around their hand and it's bloody and it's tight. But they're like, no, I don't care how much pain it causes me. This is more important than my pain. I'm going to hold on to this. And Spirit's like, please don't. Right? Like, I'm getting energy of like Spirit coming through, like, please don't. You know, first of all, your hands are beautiful. Don't mess them up for nobody, right? Like, please don't. Please see that I have something greater for you, or I have something more in alignment, or there's just a new beginning here. Please don't, right? That's the energy that's coming through. So, yes. Okay. And again, you're very highly thought of for this. Like, I feel like maybe not by other people. Maybe other people can't appreciate your ability to heal and your ability to take a punch and to move on and to do this and do that. Maybe some people just don't care, or they don't see, or it doesn't matter, right? But Spirit sees, and that's truly what's most important here. Spirit sees your ability to heal. Spirit sees your ability to kind of let things go, or to want the best for yourself, okay? All right, we're not going to clarify these down here because these were supporting cards, but we are going to clarify these three tea leaves. So the beetle, good fortune for the changes that are happening for Gemini gang coming up next. What do we have here? We have the world, which is the big sail away, but it's also a card of success, abundance, achievement, recognition. Some of you guys, if you work online or you have a website or something like that, or maybe you're out in your community, you know, you're being seen on a grand stage or a grand level, you're going to be getting this recognition. Some of you guys just aren't going to have to care anymore. You're not going to have to try as hard. Some of you guys are going to be able to quit a 9-to-5, especially if that, like, you know, miraculous abundance that I was talking about before comes in for somebody. Like, the hat for me represents a position, you know, it's like a uniform or something that you had, a role that you had to play. Like, you're not going to have to play this role anymore. You're free to like let it go, or you're free to release the burdens or the confinement, the restrictions that you were feeling. And of course, the world is a cycle, right? It's a circle. And so it does talk about, again, closing cycles out and then starting new ones. And this is really leading you to some kind of great fortune, some kind of abundance. Yes, we're strategizing. We're making plans for our future. We've possibly even decided something. We've made some kind of decision here. It's interesting because he has the world in his hands, and this is the world card. There could be a decision about moving, travel, okay? But there's definitely the energy here of like choosing to take action, or choosing to follow our dreams, choosing to move forward. Yes, there is, I mean, come on now, 6 of Wands, that's literally my achievement card. There is some kind of achievement that's coming in for you, Gemini, and this is what change is coming in. So this is definitely confirmation for those people who feel like they are not getting the recognition they deserve, or they're not seeing the achievement after all the hard work that they're putting in. This is changing. Some of you guys are not going to settle for less when it comes to a job situation anymore. Like, maybe you're tired of working 3-4 people's jobs and getting paid for less than one. Maybe you've been holding on because it's like, I owe these people, or these people are good to me. Or maybe you work in a very small, tight-knit job situation where it's like, if they lose you, it's significant to them and you're a nice person. But at some point we have to put ourselves first here. So that could be something here where it's like, we're throwing that away and we're actually picking up something else that's more fit for us and for our authenticity, for our passions, our purpose. And because of this, we're seeing that achievement. It's like, yeah, it's like all steam ahead or something like that, or all systems go with the King of Wands here. Some of you guys could be performers, or you could have some kind of talent or skill. At the very least, you're just very magnetic. But this good fortune is coming in, and it's causing an increase in your abundance through this recognition. Yeah, we're letting go of the doubts. We're letting go of things that are holding us back. We're letting go of the energy of like, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. It's never going to happen, right? The confusion, the illusion that we were feeling. Okay, let's keep it moving. What is this axe? Behind the scenes interference. We have the Temperance energy. This could have been a Sagittarius. But this is my spirit guide card, the Temperance. I feel like your ancestors, your guides are going to battle for you right now. Like, they're really trying to defend something. Okay. I just heard Camelot's up in flames, so I don't know what that's talking about, but take it as it resonates. I feel like you're balancing yourself out after some kind of sabotagery, right? Like at some point, somebody purposely tried to hurt you, or somebody purposely tried to fuck you over, or purposely tried to end something, or purposely tried to interfere, or like it was an intent. They had an intention of doing that. It wasn't just like, oh, well, it sucks. And it sucks sometimes that, you know, we hurt each other, or we got hurt. You know, by circumstance, there was casualties of war. I didn't want it to happen, but it just happened. There's something here where no, they did want it to happen. They did want to interfere. They did want to hurt you. They did want to disrupt your balance, disrupt your healing, take you off your throne, distort your light. But it's like, sucks to be them. I don't know. They didn't know who they were dealing with or something here. I get like a secret hater or something around you, or this could be somebody attached to your work or something. But either way, though, you are healing from this. You're moving on from whatever this interference was. And there's a significant karmic change that's coming in for you with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, I'm hearing sitting on top of the world. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be sitting on top of the world. Or you're going to be feeling very stable, very secure. You know, Queen of Pentacles. Just doing your thing, healing. Balance, serenity, healing, peace is really coming through. Abundance is coming through, okay? Alchemization, too, with the Temperance. That card does talk about alchemy. And we also have the Magician, alchemizing, okay? Creating something out of nothing. But what Spirit is saying is that you have all of the skills, gifts, abilities you need to move forward. I mean, look at this. Queen of Wands. There could have been a Queen of Wands that was behind the scenes trying to blow smoke or do something, for sure. Because she can be my hater card. But I also feel like you're just magnetic and you're prolific and you're attractive and you are on your way, you know? And this is also somebody who gets a lot of recognition. We saw that. So very interesting energy. So basically what Spirit is saying is if you've been feeling like somebody's been coming for you, somebody's been like blocking something, disrupting something, that is about to end. I feel like somebody wanted to stop your money, or maybe they wanted to block your heart chakra too, because the Four of Pentacles is my heart chakra card. It's like, you know, the four chambers of the heart, and sometimes how if it's blocked, we can really hold back and we can be in that miser, stingy, bitter energy. And for some of you, like, we're letting that go, or that's what somebody's intention was. Like, you have too much heart, right? You're too good. You're too nice. You're too this. You're too that. Like, it's like, you know, I'm hearing they need to take that up with God. So I don't know where that's coming through, but that's coming through. Like, if you think somebody's too much of something, you need to take it up with Spirit, because Spirit's the one that created them, you know? Like, go talk to Spirit about how you don't agree with its creation. That's basically what's coming through for somebody here. But I do feel like you've been kind of on guard, or you've been blocked off, or you've been defensive, holding yourself back because you're not trusting, because you feel like somebody might be working behind the scenes. Okay? Interesting energy. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, but what's up with all this feminine energy? It's crazy, because in the Patreon gang change reading, we had all masculine energy that was coming out, and now in the YouTube we have all feminine. So what's this, like the war of those sexes or something going on here? But some of you guys, especially for my masculines, there might have been a Queen of Cups. She could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. She might have been trying to cause some kind of blockage here. Maybe you're seeing through that now. I don't know. That's not for everybody. But somebody could have also been, again, trying to get you into your emotional bag. That you, like, released it back to the ocean. I don't know. Let's move on, people. Okay? What is this bow for the change coming in for Gemini? You're highly thought of. Someone admires you from a distance. And then it says, making a name for yourself. Changes. What is this bow talking about for my Gemini gang? Okay? What is this bow talking about for my Gemini gang? We have Eight of Wands. Yeah, well, something's coming in quick, or something's picking up the pace here, right? Maybe there's more control over something as well, guys, okay, with this Eight of Wands, because, you know, on this card, she thought she could handle it, the tornado, the storm, right? But it's like, oh, shit, I don't think I can actually handle this, or there's a fear here. So maybe something could be picking up so much that you're like, holy crap, I don't even know what to do anymore, right? Like, it's like I have so many emails coming through, or I have so many requests, or I have so many hours, I have so many things happening, so many contracts. Like, take it as it resonates, however, whatever your work situation is, or wherever you would be recognized. Maybe you got so many numbers, so much engagement, like the views are higher or something like that. It just feels like suddenly things take off. That's kind of what I'm getting. There is definitely expansion here. With Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And we see that over here. Didn't we see that card? We saw Two of Wands over here, expansion. I feel like you were able to like let something go, or there was something here where maybe there was competition with the Five of Wands, and maybe you're being seen as like the supreme, right? The person who is, you know, the best at what they do. Yeah, double eights, 88 could be significant. The eights talk about ongoing energy for me, past life energy. Yeah, something in regards to your workplace or your stability, something that you put like a lot of your time and effort and energy into. You do this day and night for some of you guys with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like it's about to really take off, or there's gonna be some swift movement here. And this is bringing recognition. It's because you're talented, you're skilled. Like, people cannot deny it. People cannot deny how talented or skilled that you are, Patreon. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to say Patreon. Sorry, guys. Gemini gang. Although, to be fair, they're Geminis too over there. So, I mean, some of them are. I do have some non-Geminis over there. But anyways, moving forward. Yeah, Emperor energy for sure. Like, yes, okay, Aries energy coming through. We are on the move. We're making progression here. We're forging ahead. We're definitely creating some kind of progress, or we're carving out a path for ourselves when it comes to our abundance or our security. And this is something that you have earned. You have worked very hard on something. You've shown up consistently. Spirit, that's why Spirit is proud of you, because it's like, you don't let nothing really I get the energy of like, you could be like, dying inside, like falling a fucking part inside, and you will still show up and kill it at whatever you're doing. And that's admirable, especially to Spirit, because I feel like there's something connected to your purpose. Like, that's why you're one of the #1 stunners. You're one of the greatest soldiers of Spirit. Like, for some of you guys, that's what I'm getting, especially like if you're on some kind of some kind of perpendicular, I don't know what I'm even saying, y'all. Some kind of purpose-driven path here. What Spirit is saying is like, I couldn't have chosen a better person to be you, or to be in your position, or to do this for me. Like, you just you do not let yourself be deterred from the mission. You will not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, absolutely not. So I don't know. There's something here where Spirit really thinks very highly of it. I'm sure people do too, but I'm really getting strongly like Spirit feels like, wow, like there's something here with that, where Spirit's just impressed. Like, I feel like something came in that was really could have broken you down, or could have put you into a tough spot or something. And Spirit's like, damn, you just, you know, like, you're the blueprint. You are the prototype is what Spirit is saying. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. And because of that, we have opportunity coming in. We have offers coming in. People want to give you their money. They want to give you their time, their energy, their ideas. They want to collab with you. I'm getting unexpected stuff happening. It's just good vibes. It's good shit, right? Like that lady from Crocodile Dundee. It's good shit. Okay, I've been feeling the color prism vibes, y'all. I don't know why. Advice and additional messages for Gemini with these changes. We have space. Some of you guys might really like space. Like, you might, I think, talked about this before recently, but maybe this is for this person that confirms that. Maybe you like space, or maybe you're into like astronomy or something like that. Maybe you are an astrologist. Maybe you, I don't know, right? But also, there could have been some space that was taken, and in this space, now we can have movement. Now something can flourish, or something can grow. Like, there was space that was needed here. I'm also getting like kind of like the void of creation, right? Like, there's nothing here, and you can create whatever you want out of this. Oh, Lord have mercy. We have the creativity. Okay, yeah, some of you guys are very creative, like you are. And maybe something was killing your creativity, or maybe, you know, you're creating in a new way now. Maybe something has transitioned here. But yeah, you guys are creatives, and, you know, Spirit is saying to lean into that creativity, lean into that energy of wanting to create. What else do we have here for my Gemini gang? Advice and additional messages, please. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Anyways, what do we have here for my Gemini gang? Excuse me, ma'am. May I put my boots under your bed? I don't know why that's coming through. All right, we have balance. Okay. Yeah. Some of you guys are balancing yourself out here. That's coming through. And that's a change that's coming in as a balance for the better, for sure. You know, healing coming through, tempering your energy. Again, if somebody was trying to disrupt something, it's like, you know, we have pain. That pain representing those, I don't know, the pain, it just, the color of it really matches those wings, right? So for some of you guys, yeah, you're doing your best to release the pain. But you're also, you know, hey, we talked about this. Sometimes we're just going to feel pain for the rest of our life when it comes to certain situations, you know? It was funny because in that reading, I had gotten a comment, somebody said, well, you're crazy because I'm not going to feel pain for the rest of my life. And it's like, okay, well, maybe you haven't lost anybody significant. Like, I'll probably feel pain for the loss of my mother for the rest of my life. Like, that's a valid statement for me to say that, yeah, we might feel pain over some things for the rest of our life. You know, people who have never been touched by death or serious loss or serious heartbreak or these illnesses and things like that, it's like they're blessed and they're just so ignorant. They don't understand how blessed they are to not understand the energy of feeling pain for the rest of your life, right? Like, but just chill. Let some of us be in our shit, okay? Because that's what it is for some of us. But I feel like that doesn't mean you still can't find peace, right? And so that's what that is. Finding peace in your pain, finding purpose in your pain, turning your pain into power here. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Yes. And we have protection. Amen. Okay. I feel like that's something that's coming through here, guys. You guys are going to have protection, especially against whatever this is. Yeah, the ghost on the bottom of the deck. Because I feel like there's been somebody in behind the scenes that's been trying some shit. I don't know, y'all. Okay, that is coming through though. Somebody behind the scenes have been trying something. You're going to be protected from this energy. Also, the ghost, maybe there have been some paranormal stuff, or there's been some like stuff that scared you, stuff that you've been seeing that you're like, is this real? Like, is this, you know, like I'm getting the energy like, am I crazy? Am I schizophrenic? And if you feel like you need to go talk to a doctor, go talk to a doctor, guys. I'm never going to sit there and go, oh no, it's spiritual. Like, go talk to a doctor. Okay, if you're hearing things, if you're seeing things that are scaring you, it might be worth getting your brain checked out. You just never know, right? But for some of you guys, this has been spiritual and you are being protected, okay? And also for anybody who's seeing things in their house that they don't like, it's your house. They can pay rent or they can get the fuck out pretty much, okay? And that's the energy that you have to approach that with. That's your domain, okay? All right, let's get some messages. Now, I'm going to channel these and pull these messages. I am not going to look at the bowl. I'm looking out the window, okay? I'm not looking at what I'm seeing. And I'll let any jumpers come out, but I'll also grab some. So, additional messages, confirming messages for my Gemini gang. Messages for Gemini, please. Messages for, oh, hold on, okay. Messages for Gemini gang. Messages for Gemini gang, please. Messages for Gemini gang. Messages for Gemini gang. Messages for Gemini gang, please. I'm going to get a lot because these are confirming messages and I like to get a lot of messages. I did it for Patreon and it was really good. Gemini, please. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. Okay. Now, these messages that are coming through could have everything to do with the reading. They could have nothing to do with the reading. They could be personal confirmations that I have no idea what this is talking about, right? Do take these specifically as they resonate for you, and they're meant to be confirming, okay? So we have analysis paralysis. We have I pretend to be just like you. We have summer. We have fix. So maybe something's going to be fixed in the summer, guys. So that's what Spirit's saying. Just let it go, right? Because something will be fixed eventually. And maybe some of you guys have been in analysis paralysis, overthinking about something, right? Somebody could also be coming through energetically to admit that they pretended to be just like you. They weren't just like you. And yeah. Or maybe just take it as it resonates. We have travel. We have you're breaking my fucking heart. We have zapped dry. Yeah, some of you guys could have been going through a heartbreak and you're just like, why are you doing this to me? Right? Like, why are you breaking my fucking heart? Like, you should just put a dagger through my heart. That would have been easier. Right? And this has zapped you dry and Spirit's like, just let go, please. Just please, right? This energy I'm getting here. We have Lone Ranger. Resonates. We have they lie to themselves. Okay? We have delusion. So maybe somebody is lying to themselves and maybe that's just what it is, right? And maybe you need to accept that somebody would rather just avoid and distract and it is what it is, right? Like that's coming through for somebody, okay? Maybe you feel like you've been lying to yourself, or there's some delusion that you're waking up from. We have intuition. We have proud. We have muse. We have crow. We have yellow. Okay, maybe that song from Coldplay is significant, and it was all yellow. Okay. We have you give too much. We have renewal. We have see you next lifetime. So yeah, there could be something here where maybe something is just going to be on the books for next lifetime. Or maybe something has to transform so much that it feels like it's a new lifetime in this lifetime, right? Because sometimes you can go through such a change or an evolution that it's like, you know, it feels like you're a brand new person. It feels like this is a new life. So something may be renewed, but it's going to be when there's been a huge transformation or change that's taken place. We have you pass this test. I was getting that kind of energy so strongly because I feel like Spirit's just so freaking impressed with somebody out here for how they handled something or are handling something. It kind of feels like there was this energy of like, again, you're breaking my fucking heart and zap dry. Like this could have really put you into a dark space, but you refuse, right? And there's something where Spirit's like, you passed this test. Maybe this was something that was always ever meant to happen, guys. Whatever this is talking about for you. We have your healing, lack mindset. Nice. We have they know they were wrong. And then we have third party. So maybe somebody kind of, if there was like a drifting away, somebody could have chosen somebody else. Somebody could have gotten distracted by somebody else or something else. Because third party doesn't always have to be another person. But for some of you, it was, right? Like somebody maybe was caught in analysis paralysis over you and they didn't know what to do, and so they chose something that looked easier, looked shinier, looked more in alignment, didn't cause such deep emotions, didn't cause them to have to think so much, didn't trigger them so much, but they know they were wrong for that. Okay, I'm not saying that it makes up for anything, I'm just giving the messages. But anyways, that is it. That is the messages that have come through. There's no more. So guys, this has been your reading. I do hope that it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something. And please also let me know if you like these slips of paper. I do these things for you. So if you guys don't like this, I won't continue, but if you like it, you'll see more of it. All right.